Okay, so these are, this is the top portion so far. I'm really liking the way this is turning out. There's also a section here that's finished. It's a little small section there. So I recorded myself as I was stitching, and I just wanted to do a little recording and show you a few things and give you some tips and tricks, and it ended up being a half an hour. So I'm going to post it here with this video, and I'm just going to let you know right now it might be kind of boring, but if you're doing a blanket like this and you want a few tips, you could sit and stitch and let it play. I'll post another one soon with the next block that I'm doing. I don't have a plan yet. Hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button. Thanks. Bye. I just recorded a couple of videos and realized then my microphone wasn't on. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. I'm sewing right here where this is. And I want to turn it over because I don't want to sew through that that stitch, this stitch. So now I hope I'm on camera. Let's see. Yeah. Some of these are not going all the way through to the front of the fabric. That one did. But I want to check each and every one and make sure that I'm not stitching over top of something I don't want to stitch over top of. I don't know if you can see the needle in there. I can, kind of. And I'm going to show you how I turn, because I want to go from this line now to a different line. I can go stitch across here to about there and then go up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Going up to the top. Then I want to go over here. So right there. I'm on a table. I'm on a table because it got warm here. And I don't really want this on my lap. It's too warm. I have a quilt on my lap. So this stitching is in the seam allowance. So that's going to be hidden with the next block. And trying to get back in there. And I just showed you something. I'm not sure you even saw it. That these stitches are in the seam allowance, so it won't show when I put the next block on. And I think that this is where my next seam is. Nope. It's closer to here. Looks like here. Is that it? That's it. All right, I'm going to take my safety pin out. Pull my needle through to the back. This is so much easier when I can do it on my lap, but it's a little hard when it's this warm outside. It's supposed to be almost 90 degrees tomorrow. I hate to complain about our weather here because I know that it's so cold in other parts of the world. But gosh darn it, it's just hot. I think it didn't bother me so much when I was younger, but I'm just getting too old for this heat. Or maybe it is just global warming. All right, so before I pull that through, I'm going to check. And yeah, just going through lace. I can kind of feel sequins. Yep. Nope, I'm good. There's a sequin right there. So I'm gonna not go through it. Let's do this. I was just watching Kate from The Last Homely House teaching her son how to make a quilt. And one of the things that she said is that she uses beeswax on her quilting thread. I never thought to do that. I might try it. I mean, I know this is not quilting thread, but might be good to have a little. Might change the texture though. I don't know. Should try it though. Can't even see where that one went. It's a lot faster when I get past that. This lace here is not, see, there's one of my stitches. That lace is not easy to stitch through. I'm not going to use that lace again. It's pretty, but it's not easy to get through. I don't know what I'm hitting there. I think I'm hitting something. Yeah, it's just the lace. Let's just do one stitch at a time for now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there was one thing that I said that I wanted to make sure that you knew. I was complaining about the size of the needle, and I thought it was, well, you didn't even hear me complain about it. This is a Sue Spargo Milliner size 1. And I don't know if you can see the difference. There's a difference. This one is a Richard Hemming and Son Milliner's, same thing, Milliner's size 1 needle. This one is quite a bit bigger, and the eye, I think, is bigger than the rest of it. So I'm going to stick to this needle. When I get to this edge here that connects to the next block, I'm going to go through to the back and see where I'm at and connect those 2 blocks. Yeah, see, I've got this. So I want to make sure that the stitching on the other side connects. And then I'm going to end this thread off here by connecting this seam to this here. And I want to get rid of this green here. And I may tie these together. All right, now I'm trying not to go through the backing fabric. Ah, I think I'm going to have to hide this underneath there somehow. Not bad, not bad at all. I think I can just go now to the back. Yep. Yeah. Now there's something that I want to show you that I showed you before when my microphone wasn't turned on. So we'll do it again. make sure. Okay. All right, I have a new thread on my needle, and I'm gonna attach you know what? Oh crap. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the easy way out. All right. I am right at the edge, and I'm going to show you on the other side. I'm right at the edge, and I'm in that seam allowance. Ha ha! And I can just barely do a couple stitches here. Now the other thing that I could do is take this thread and tie it to that one. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to put a knot in this thread and start again. And I don't think I'm going to do any more on camera because it's getting late. And I want to look and see if it's wibbly wobbly. Bye for now. Okay. I have a couple things I want to show you. So I have this thread here that's when the thread goes through the fabric so many times because I use really long lengths. It shreds at the end. So this thread could go to the end, and it only needs to go that far, but it's shredded from about here down. So I just ended off there. So I'm going to show you what I do. I may have done this already, but just bear with me. So I have a new thread, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to follow. I'm trying to do this left-handed. That's probably a huge mistake. Yeah, let me just. Oh, let me just start over. Oh, okay. Starting over. All right. So I wanted to show you this because I have this much thread. I only need to go to there. But when you get to the end of a length, see how this thread just shreds. Might not do that if I didn't use such long lengths, but I really like the length. It's a lazy girl thing. So, and normally I could go to the end and then just end off on the other side, but that's not going to work in this instance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the fabric, and I'm going to follow this stitch line just about 2 stitches. And I'm going to pull through, leave a little tiny tail. I'm going to cut that off later. Then I'm going to go back this direction. And again, I'm going to follow this stitching line that I have here. I'm going under, I'm going to come out there. Now this is tough because I have that that really thick lace on the other side. I'm telling you, I'm not doing that again. So again, I'm going to go under, and I can cut this thread now. And then I can just continue on. Now, I might want to take this end, if I can thread it onto a needle, and just carry that end into the fabric in between the layers. There was something else that I wanted to mention, is that when I did this edge, I'm working on a new block, and I realized that with the edge here, I may not want to put the next piece over top of this piece. I might want to have this piece folded under and go over top. Like maybe I want this one to go over top of the other one, but I can't do that now because I sewed it all the way to the edge. So next time see, I sewed it straight right to the edge. So next time I'm going to leave some room so that I can either turn this under and go over top of the next piece or whatever. And I'm kind of thinking about leaving raw edges because sometimes people do leave raw edges in slow stitch. It's kind of a thing that people do. I have not on this quilt, and I didn't on my other quilt, and I may just not do that. This one I can cut off now because it's knotted. All right, I have just one or two more lines of stitching here to do, and then I'll get to work on my next block and make a video that I can post.